excited. Today's the day. Today is the last set where all the clues and everything comes together. Oh my goodness. Missy, thank you so much for putting together such an amazing adventure. Okay, let's recap the clues. Clue number 1. I'm one of over 3,000 different species. Clue number 2. I'm completely colorblind and only see light and dark. Clue number 3. I'm a master of disguise and get my color from what I eat. Those are some amazing clues. They're vague, but they're extremely intriguing, right? So I've been opening up one at a time the little party goodie bags and my clues. We had a list of materials. We started with the crazy head and body, and then we started over with the crazy head and body. I don't mind. The other one, now that I see like it all come together, I know how to manipulate the other one to look. I'll make it work. It's gonna work. Missy sent me so much yarn. I can make this work. The next one was finishing touching. So it's the edging on the body. Antennas. There's a parentheses. It says make 2. And then it says back gills with an S. G-I-L-L-S. Gills. Okay. There's another clue. So the back gills with an S gives me instructions to make, it's a circle with gills off of it, or was I supposed to make more than one? No idea. There's no pictures. We just have pattern wordage. And then it says leave a long tail for sewing. Then the very last page, when it all comes together in the assembly, it says for a sleepy eye look, it gives me some instructions on some eye embroidery, which love it. Following the instructions on those as close as I can. And then it says for the bottom of the eye, the top of the eye, and then it says cut a strand of green yarn, which Missy included all these bits and bobs and everything I needed in this kit. But to embroider some nostrils, got that on. Antennas in the smile, it tells me not exactly where to put the smile, but I already have the eyes going and I can see the bottom of the facial feature. We've got the nostrils going, so placement on that. I didn't need to know like row 12, space them 13 across. I didn't need to know all that because it's pretty much centered. Back gills. Sew your gills together in a ring shape. In the instructions for the gills, it was telling me to work in a circle. So, well, sew your gills together in a ring shape. Pin the gills to the back of the body. Where? Where? This psychedelic Twinkie has a really long body. So I did very lightly stitch it in, and I didn't tie it off, and I left my tail hanging out. So we get to open, well, I don't want to open anything yet, but we get to open the top secret envelope. Now this is going to have pictures, and I want to see like how well can I follow directions. I really did my best. It says top secret. Open last. Do not open until you have completed your project with inspirational butterflies to follow the directions. And then it says that this pattern will self-destruct after reading. I had so much fun with this project. And then there was one more party bag. This one says number 4. So we get to open it today. And I've been looking. Some things I gotta peek at, okay? I couldn't peek at the details. I had to peek at something else. Ooh, Missy, you find the most beautiful little post-it notes, and I use these things like crazy. In pattern books, as I'm working, if I alter anything, I need to write it down and put it where I changed it. Some yogi tea. This one's s'mores. Chocolate. Roasted marshmallows, a little graham cracker taste probably. 2 of them. Thank you, Missy. And they have Woody on them. The new Toy Story is getting ready to launch. Is anyone excited to see it? My niece and I have watched 1 through 4 and we're ready for 5, I think next month. And some Winnie the Pooh. Of course, it's got some honey and chamomile. Thank you so much. I'm really enjoying all these flavors, and I don't know where you found the cute, adorable little characters. It's so fun. Thank you, Missy. All right, let's see. I'm excited for this one. Oh. It says Ladybug Tape Measure. Oh, it's crocheted upon. What have we got? What have we got? Oh, she's adorable. This is not a toy. Measures 6 inches. What does he keep saying? He keeps saying, you're a toy, Buzz. You're a toy. I'm not a toy. I'm a space ranger. Oh, ooh, that's a satisfying click. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, you know, we need that breeze. It is so hot here in California. We have centimeters on one side and inches on the other. Thank you, Missy. Thank you so much. They even crocheted a little tab over the tab. Oh, this is a fun design for one of those slow stitches. Crocheted, crocheted, crocheted. She is so cute. I'm gonna put her on like a little keychain so I can dangle her off of a whip bag. You know, I really need a normal tape measure in every whip bag, along with scissors, right? You guys have caught me. You've caught me chew off some yarn tails a few times. Seems like those little tiny baby fingernail nail trimmers. They're just called nail trimmers. Those little tiny baby ones are very lightweight, and they're just what you need to just snip off. I should make a couple of keychains to put on my whip bags with a cute little tape measure and a little pair of snips, because those are, and somehow figure out how to fasten a darning needle. Those are like the 3 things that I poke around with the most. Okay, that's enough. We've already been visiting for a while. I didn't even bring a drink out here. I always have a drink. Parched. Okay. I wasn't sure. My psychedelic Twinkie has to be a sea slug. Has to be. Look at all this ruffling to go through the water. I can see it. I can imagine 3,000 species. And they're all over the surface of the bottom of the sea. Not the surface, the bottom of the sea. So I'm sure they're eating some like wild, crazy things. You know, I'm gonna Google this. I got my nose on there. I did my mouth. I followed the instructions for the sleepy eye. My antennas have the pipe cleaners in them. That's amazing, because I mean, you could add so much personality just Missy, this was an incredible pattern. I absolutely loved it. It worked up so quick. And what little kid doesn't need a sea slug as their best friend? Not your typical lovey that you see kids always walking around with, like little ballerinas or little cute mice, or, you know, dainty little things. This is my pet sea slug. I tell him everything. I think it would be an adorable idea. All right, so this is me following directions, trust in the process the very best I can. And again, this is lightly tacked on in case we got to redo. All right, let's open it up and see what we got. I'm a little nervous. It can't be wildly different than what I made. I mean, come on. It can't be wildly different. What do we got in here? Oh my goodness, Missy. That is a chunky pattern. Let's see. Hi, Amy. Hi, Missy. If you are reading this, you have obviously accepted the challenge and completed it to the end. I did. I figured that you might like a copy of the actual pattern that you were working on in case you want to make it again. I do. I need an army. Plus, you need to see what you were actually making. Thank you, Missy. I hope you enjoyed your mystery Ami. Maybe we can start a trend. Would anybody else be interested in a mystery Ami swap? I don't know. I'm definitely interested because this was an incredible amount of fun. Congratulations. Oh! Sally the sea slug crochet pattern. Look! 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 Oh, let me just back up so you can see it all in the frame. I did it! Hey, Sally! Hey, Sally girl. I see you. Okay, so I did good, except for up here. So, I mean, we'll just, I slip stitched it. We'll just undo that and we'll put it here. I did a sewing slip stitch, not an crochet one. So it's super, this is already wobbling off. I could take this off and I need to move it to the bottom. Gills on the butt. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, so who's the pattern's off of Etsy and it's Sweet Oddity Art. What a cute business name. Sweet Oddity Art on Etsy. And they did a copyright on this pattern in 2021. That's incredible. Pattern details. Oh, I see all the good stuff that Missy had to chop off not to spoil. Oh, yes, okay. Oh, okay. That's a whole page of pictures Missy couldn't share with me, but it's showing you, hey, put them on the end, not the side. But you know what? Even with the eyes on the side and putting the gills on, you know, on the back side and then putting the intent, I could still make this work. The other one's sitting off to the side. I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of time spinning in the wrong direction, right? Oh my goodness. So many pictures in this pattern. This is an incredible pattern. I will go find the pattern on Etsy and I will put the link in the description box below in case you would like to make this pattern. Amazing instructions on how to make those sleepy eyes. Oh, they're so cute. So cute. Okay, here we are to the gills. I did it right. I did it right. I just didn't sew it in the right spot. When she said back, she meant back end. Additional information. She talks about what kind of yarn she used. Oh, Missy, you got the exact same yarn. So the designer intended for it to be in variegated yarn, red heart retro stripes, white. I love this yarn white. I love this yarn mango. Missy, you got me the exact same colors. Oh, that's incredible. Thank you. Oh man, okay. Yeah, whoop. What a thrill. What an amazing thrill. Sally, what do I do with you? If my niece Charlie sees you, you are going to become an instant best friend. So I might have to make a whole lot more best friends. I think this would be an amazing little stuffy to take to the market. And Missy sent so much yarn that I can definitely make more. All right. Very easygoing pattern. Lots of personality, lots of character. I did not run out of steam. It was engaging. Of course, the mystery aspect also had me just hurrying up and flipping pages. I can't say it enough. Thank you, Missy. Thank you for taking me on this wild, grand adventure. I am gonna go deep dive down the rabbit hole and find out more about sea slugs. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining me on this fun adventure. I definitely appreciate your time, and I love seeing you in the comments. So I'm going to enjoy those guesses along the way. Thank you, friends. Bye.